Hey guys, and welcome to the post E3 Best of E3 2015 Awards, brought to you by Improv Gaming here on YouTube.com/Improv Gaming. As always, I'm joined with the two best guys in gaming. First, to my left, he's only the biggest Zelda fan in the world. Don't believe me, he has a tattoo of the Triforce on his arm. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeremy Bird.
How you doing tonight, everybody?
What a little Italian there.
How
you doing, everybody?
How you doing tonight, everybody?
How you doing?
Hey, you watch the show, or bad things will happen.
That's it, I tell you.
You better like the Nintendo press conference or we're going to have a problem.
And to my right, he only has the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
Mr. Nicholas.
How's it going tonight, everybody?
And it says it in his text messages, too. We confirmed that today.
Yes, it does.
What does it say in my text
Best
message?
ponytail in the world, in the business.
Yes, it does.
Just to get his attention.
It's on my resume as well.
Yep.
Damn right. And I'm your other host, Pete, who's excited to get into this award show. What's going to happen is this is going to be a two-part video. We're going to do the first 9 categories on part 1, ending with what we think the best press conference was. And then in part 2, we'll get into other things like best Nintendo game and finally leading up to game of show. But as always, we have What's Coming Out with Jeremy Bird.
Oh, I've been waiting for this week forever, ladies and gentlemen. Before I get to the game I want to, this week we have Devil May Cry 4, the special edition coming out for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. We also have Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Sword, which I really want to play. I saw a lot of trailers at E3. That looks amazing. Ride for Xbox One, 360, PS4, PS3, and PC.
Ooh, still last gen stuff. Look at that.
Art Academy Home Studio for Wii U comes out. And what I'm looking forward... hold on. I got 2 others which are coming out this Friday. I messed up a little bit. Fort Meow. I kid you not, comes out for PC and iOS.
Yes!
Yeah. That's the one I've been waiting for.
Yes.
What? And then, this is going to be great. Toukiden Kiwami for PC. I butchered it. I don't really know that one. See? I shit you not.
Toukiden
Yep.
Kiwami. Toukiden Kiwami.
Dope! Yeah, so that comes
Okay.
out this week. And, like we all know, Tuesday night, Batman Arkham Knight, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And if,
Which reminds us, we will be streaming it on Tuesday.
Yep. Cannot.
So definitely keep an eye on that. It's going to be at ImprovCap. One word.
IPG Jaybird.
Or IPGJ.
We'll figure that out later.
Or both. Why not?
Anyway,
Let's mess something up.
so
Who knows?
we had E3 last week. This week we had Arkham Knight. Christmas comes 3 times a year for me.
Talking about the awards, what did everybody think of E3? As a broad general.
It was good. I'll give it 3.75 out of 5.
It was underwhelming, to be honest.
I agree.
Overall, it was underwhelming. I thought there was going to be a lot more pizzazz, more shock value, more interesting things going on. Not so much.
Nope.
Yeah.
As you guys can watch our reactions to all the press conference on our YouTube channel. But today is all about the awards.
All about the awards.
And we're going to kick things off with the best from the 3DS. Mr. Bird, you are the Nintendo fanboy.
I was very proud of this. We got Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. That game, it's going to be my favorite game for handheld this year. Hands down. And then the runner-up was, if you can't tell, Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes.
That looks great,
That
too.
one looks really good. I thought that one looked like a lot of fun, to be honest.
I
And
demoed
with
it
the
at,
co-op and everything,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
I demoed it at Best Buy. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good game just for the demo version. I can't wait till that gets released.
Yeah,
So.
Definitely, Nintendo's coming out hard with those 3DS titles. And, you know, it's their top-selling hardware, and why not have everything for it?
We're not starting.
I just wanted to
Because
see
we're
Nick's reaction.
American gamers, so we don't care about that. In Japan, it flies, but in America, it doesn't.
That's another. That's gonna be an argument one of these days. We'll settle that.
Yeah,
No, there's no argument. We live in America. That's a fact.
Anyway,
On to the second category, we have Best Indie Game.
Oh, Cuphead.
yeah.
How beautiful was it to see that classic, like, old-time freaking
Looney
Mickey
Tunes.
Mouse kind of like drawing
Looney
in a
Tunes,
video game
yeah.
format. It looks so good.
That caught me off guard when I saw it. Like, yeah, this is our indie game, and I'm just like, Cuphead. I'm like, okay, I watched Chuck Jones, Looney Tunes, and old school Mickey Mouse cartoons. I'm like,
You sold me.
Boom.
You sold me.
Well, Cuphead is good, but our runner-up, which I was a big fan of,
he won't shut up about this
He
game.
will not shut up about this game.
was Unravel.
So,
I cannot wait to play that game.
Little Big Planet 5?
You know what it is? You saw the press conference. You saw how passionate the guy was about the game. It just made you want to play it, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely keep it on your radar. Oh, my personal game of show. I don't know about you. My personal
What was
game
the
of
little
show.
puppet's name? Yarny or something?
Yarny.
Yeah.
Greatness
We love you, soft boy.
personified.
Don't worry. He's sitting right over there. Don't worry. We love him.
But definitely good. We come up next to Best Action Game.
Best Action. Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn. By far, looks like it's going to be the best action game out there.
Well, explain to the viewers a little bit more about it.
It's a post-apocalyptic world where it seems like kind of that Matrix theme of creating and an artificial intelligence has somehow caused the destruction of humanity as we know it, and then they start living in tribes. And it's great because it opens up with this whole like, oh, we once had the forefathers that ran these giant cities and blah blah blah, and then you see like this tribeswoman going out to hunt, and she talks about how only a selected few are called on to be hunters, so they go out, or my clan was the first one to be hunters, something along those lines, and she goes out and she's going out with a bow and arrow, and suddenly you see that the animals that she's hunting are robots, and they're shaped like dinosaurs, so it's like a new age twist on that classic Turok gameplay.
Which interests you a lot.
Which just... Because I said during our pre-E3, Turok, I want another Turok.
Yep.
And they delivered another Turok in essence. So I'm really excited to see that game.
Because it's like kind of that reverse apocalyptic thing. Like you said, you get the robot dinosaurs. Like you're in the future, you got robots and stuff. Yet they're hunting with bows and arrows and knives and stuff. Which I love games like that.
Yep.
Just.
Do you think it will be a new IP to have sequels? Do you think it's something?
I think it's gonna go franchise.
Really?
I think it'll go franchise.
It's gonna blow up. I can already tell.
Well, not to take anything away from the runner-up, which was Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
This made me really happy when this got announced.
This looked very
Oh,
nice.
absolutely. The moment you saw the glove, you were like, yes.
Mirror's Edge.
Yes.
And
It's
a
gonna
date of
have
February, which is nice.
Yeah, it's really
because
nice.
that's the perfect time for games because all the big heavy hitters are out. All the Halos, the Fallout 4s, all of them are out. So then you have that little lull in the beginning of the year, and then boom.
Well, you had Mirror's Edge that came out. What was that? Wasn't that like before the last generation of games?
That
or was
was-
that the beginning of that
That
generation?
was the beginning of PS3.
That was the beginning of PS3, and then to wait this long for something else, now all the fans are surprised by it. I mean, there was something else, wasn't there? No. This is basically the sequel. So it's like a generation and a half.
Yeah.
And you're finally getting a game that's been like highly anticipated.
Yep.
By the fans, because it is a cult classic.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Sold a lot of copies, but just basically, you ever heard of Mirror's Edge? Yeah. You ever heard of Mirror's Edge? No, I haven't. That's where it is.
Well, after that trailer and the game,
Oh, man.
definitely people have heard of it. We move on to sports.
Yeah, our forte.
Yep.
Hands down, it had to be NHL. That game just looks amazing. Also with the new, the Draft King thing? No,
Yep.
whatever it's called, that Draft League? I can't remember what that
And plus with them bringing back the hockey league so you can
Yes!
go through a player and take them through with your friends and be a position and work and get your stats. I remember in 14, I was JP White. I was number 15 and I played left wing. And I was nasty. So I intend on bringing JP White back.
Nice.
So if you guys see me online, be prepared for my slap shot. Mm-hmm. And the runner-up is...
We agreed that this was a good runner-up, which is FIFA, but I swear to God, Pele, you take up more like conference time next year, and I'm just going to chicane you. I'm sorry, that almost killed that conference for me, but the game looks good, but not Pele. Sorry. We apologize to all our soccer fans out there. Football fans, to be more correct.
Now, the next category is interesting for us because it's the racing category, and none of us are big racers.
No.
None of us give a shit.
Well, I don't mind racers. If I see a racing game that I want to pick up, I will pick it up. But for the past few generations, I've been craving something that's not a traditional racer. You know, something that's a little extraordinary, a little different, you know. Reminds me of Burnout.
Yeah.
No.
Burnout is a great example. Or
Burnout,
F-Zero.
Yep.
Yes.
Or what was that one on the N64? Uni.
Oh, Uniracer. No, that was Super Nintendo.
That was Super Nintendo.
Uniracers. You're racing around on the unicycles, just like running random courses.
And it was
so much fun.
It was so much fun. And this game brought it.
And the game is Trackmania Turbo. Hands down, we saw this. We knew it was gonna win our
we're
racing
looking.
game.
We're like, all right, we've seen all these racing games. We're just like, that looks like okay. That's different, and that looks fun.
We have our Need for Speeds and all that, but this over 200 tracks, and they said always randomized tracks.
I can't wait to play the random course because that's just gonna be ridiculous.
It's just
Didn't the guy crash in the demo?
Yeah, he crashed.
And that's what's
nice.
nice.
It was inside of the track generator, where he was a track creator, and you could hit a button and it would generate a random track, and
they didn't even know. And
Yeah,
you
he went
could
down
tell
the hill,
from
he went up and he slammed into the wall. I'm just like, whoa.
But definitely, 200 tracks, custom, unlimited possibilities. The aerodynamics of it, it's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Definitely, hands down winner for racing game. I'm gonna pick it up because I'm just absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited. It's the first time a racing game has gotten me excited.
Yeah, exactly. Besides your Mario Karts, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. But runner-up, and I have to give it to it, was the Forza game.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely
You cannot
beautiful.
say it's
You
not a
can't.
beautiful game.
It's always a beautiful game. You can't say they do invest time into creating a game that actually mimics the way a car will work. And the way that they entered was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Dropping the car into the stage. Oh, it was beautiful. And then bringing back the GT. Oh, it was just
gorgeous.
It was perfect.
Moving on, we go to RPG, which, not a surprise, everybody was excited for our winner, which was
Fallout 4.
Well done in the press conference. I loved because at the end, before showing Fallout 4, they're like, well, that's our press conference, and everybody's like,
Whoa,
what's going on?
What are you doing?
And then Todd Howard comes out, which is an idol in the gaming world, and then he gives this half-hour presentation of gameplay and just the collector's edition with the Pit Boy, which is only $120.
That's
It
not
really
bad.
is not that bad.
That's
you
not
put your
bad.
phone in.
And then the free app that you can get
The
regardless
shelter.
of whether you get it or not.
Yep. On your iOS, I believe it. I don't think it's on Android, but I just think it's on Apple.
They'll
right
pull it
now.
over soon.
Yeah,
Probably.
but that looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely best RPG. But what was Mr. Runner-Up?
Oh, Final Fantasy VII, the remake.
Oh my
We've all
God.
been waiting for it, and now it's coming. There's just no words to describe how happy I am that I'm finally getting a remake of Final Fantasy VII, and I don't have to play the old classic one on my PS3 anymore.
It's gonna look beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
you don't have to
gonna
walk
it's gonna
through
be
it.
astonishing. Imagine seeing Sephiroth in all his glory, just standing there fighting him in an actual fight. Because I can imagine that they're not just gonna remake the game; they're also gonna put in their new game mechanics that they have in these current games, where you have more control over that time-based fighting style.
Yeah.
But that could hurt, or
it could. But I think they've been so successful with it, especially with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was so successful with their strategy on how they operated that time-based feeling while maintaining the real-time fighting. So I think that, they could reinvigorate that that episode in the saga and then create a franchise out of just that.
They could. True. You could have Final Fantasy 7, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
The game looks, from what we saw, the game looks amazing.
The game,
That trailer just blew me away. Oh my God, I was just like, what?
now the next category doesn't have a runner-up.
No, it doesn't.
Because
there wasn't a lot of what this category is.
Not even that. It's just the winner by far
By a
of
landslide.
by a landslide of the best tech was the HoloLens.
Oh my
HoloLens.
God.
what he did, it was so awesome. Like when he opened up, and all of a sudden you didn't see what he was playing, but the camera saw what he was playing, and then they're like, you know what? It's great playing on a television screen. Why don't we take it to this table over here? And suddenly you see the floor drop out of the table and the map come up out of it.
Create game and just seeing that.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Wow.
And then go through and the destruction.
The one problem I have with that specific example is that you can't craft in Minecraft. You can just manipulate the world. That's what it seemed like.
You're kind of like God mode.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a God mode kind of thing instead of like actually crafting in Minecraft, which is cool in its own right. But that tech just looked phenomenal.
Oh man.
And it didn't seem too obtrusive either, which is nice.
Yeah.
Definitely something. Everybody knows I'm not the biggest Minecraft fan, but that made me even go, that's something different.
Yeah.
We need to at least have a category in this one with one of the first-party consoles. So what, Mr. Bird, was the best PS4 game?
That was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, it was.
Once again, like, that game just blows us away. Just looks absolutely amazing.
And the runner-up was the remake of Final Fantasy VII, which definitely was the big thing for Sony in that process.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it saved it because that conference sucked. Sorry, I know to all the fans out there who think it was a good conference, we respect your opinion, but we do disagree.
I was waiting for Sony to blow it out of the park and just destroy everybody, and I have to say that their conference was very, very lacking. That's
what I was going to say.
They had something great, then they had crap, and then, oh, we know you fanboys want this, Final Fantasy VII, and then crap.
Tech demo.
That's pretty much all it was. It wasn't anything to be up in like arms about. It wasn't anything to rally the masses. It was just, we have a bunch of games, no release dates. Here you go. This is what
at least Uncharted to give a guesstimate release date, and they didn't give anything.
Yeah, give me No Man's Sky release date, because last E3 is when you introduced me to No Man's Sky. I need a release date at this point.
And then when your big game reveal of Uncharted 4 just crashes in your demo, that's when you know you got issues.
Well, thanks to the fans, because Part 1 and 2 has a combined view of over 200 fans. Views. Fans and views. I consider them the same thing.
Yeah,
yep.
So.
But definitely great. But more on the PlayStation 4 in a second, because we come up to the final category in Part 1, which was Best Press Conference. And I've been waiting. Nick, who won Best Press Conference?
The runner-up was Nintendo.
All right, sweetheart, I'll take this. He called it. I didn't see it coming. We all agree Best Press Conference was Bethesda. You started with the Doom trailer and just, to me, personally, just blew me out of the water. Doom, and they had all the good games leading all the way to Fallout 4.
Here's how it worked.
Win.
Here's how Bethesda worked. They came out strong with Doom.
Yep.
If you love it or hate it, they came out with a great demo for that. 15, 20 minutes, and then to give the different weapons, and then going into hell and seeing how hell looks. Then they talked about some of these upcoming games that weren't as big, so they spent a couple minutes on and then moved on. Did a Dishonored 2 trailer, moved on. Did a Dishonored Definitive Edition, moved on. Took their time to do Fallout, which everybody wanted to see, gave a nice demo, information you wanted to know, the release date, collector's editions, everything. It was by far the best. I mean, our runner-up was Nintendo, because Nintendo did do an amazing direct.
I was very impressed. Literally, just think about it. You're saying Best Press Conference, so it goes Bethesda and then Nintendo. I was like, really, guys? You thought Nintendo? Like, yeah. And I'm like, yes! Yes! All right.
But I just want to say that I was right in the long run. And our
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. Nintendo was the runner-up.
Our pre-E3 show, he said, Sony's going to blow us out of the water.
We're going to make that a t-shirt.
Apparently the world agrees that Sony was better. I'm just saying, the fans agree with me, but I disagree with the fans.
Yep.
And what do you think was the best? I want to hear it before this part one ends. Say it.
I think Nintendo was the runner-up.
I'm going to make that t-shirt with your face on it. Nintendo, and the runner-up is Nintendo.
All right, guys, that's going to end part one of our two-part Best of E3 2015. You can find us on youtube.com/improvgaming.
You can
Been a
I
couple
threw
weeks.
you. I
threw me off.
Because he won't say Bethesda. I'm like, I'm gonna get him back.
I'm gonna get him. All right. You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at improv_gaming, and on Facebook it's improv gaming space between the two words. I know you like that one, really.
I love you when you say that.
Instagram is improv_gaming, and you can email us at improvgamers@gmail.com.
Make sure you guys click on part 2 because we got Best Nintendo, Best Xbox One game, and of course our game of show.
And biggest surprise too.
A whole bunch of good categories
see.
are coming. And as always, like and subscribe to the video and game on.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good.
Damn it, Peter.